able to answer some questions as well.
Thank you very much, Capri. Good afternoon. I want to thank the Senate Democratic Caucus for electing me Minority Leader of the Ohio Senate. I'm humbled and honored to continue my public service at this level. I extend my gratitude to Senator Capri Cafaro for her dedicated leadership of the Ohio Minority Caucus. Going forward, I hope to lead the Democrat Caucus in a businesslike fashion, emphasizing teamwork, unity, accountability, and discipline. I'd like to introduce you to our new leadership team. We have as Assistant Minority Leader Joe Schiavoni. As Minority Whip, we have Nina Turner. And as Assistant Minority Whip, we have Edna Brown. Also, I'd like to note that Senator Tom Sawyer will be the new Chair of Finance. So that comprises our leadership team, and we'll have a united caucus that will be working together in the same direction. So thank you all very much. We're open to questions from the media if you have any.
First of all, what does the transition mean for the candidates who have already filed for elections for this year?
Very supportive of those individuals. All the commitments that the caucus has made will be fulfilled.
You know, there's always going to be people who say, well, there was dissension among the ranks, or there were problems within the, system, and that's the reason they made this change. Is there anything going on that, other than the fact that you want to spend more time in your district?
I want to answer that, and then I'll
Sure.
some thoughts on that.
Certainly, if that were the case, you wouldn't be seeing us all here. You wouldn't be seeing me supporting Senator Kearney. This has been, frankly, a long time coming from a personal perspective. There's so much that has been on my plate, both, within the district. I'm also running for re-elections, which complicates matters even further, because certainly I can't reschedule, for example, candidates' nights just because, I have a erratic schedule as minority leader. So I need to make sure that for those things that are going to be set in stone during a campaign year, that I have the flexibility to make sure that I'm home for those things. But I want to be clear. Over the last 3 years being minority leader, I have never stopped being accessible in my district. I've always gone to every fish fry. I've always called every constituent, much to the chagrin of a lot of people in my caucus, but I've always done those things. And I'm not about to stop now. So I feel very confident to say, and I would think that Senator Kearney and the members would echo the sentiment, that this is just simply a decision, a unified decision, frankly, of making sure that both the caucus and my district are, appropriately served. It's as simple as that. What you see is what you get, as Pollyannish as it may sound.
I just want to add to those comments. In the 7 years that I've been here, I've seen 4 transitions in leadership. I think you've been here for all that time, and you've never seen this happen before, have you? No. Okay, so I think that speaks volumes.
So says the dean.
Yeah, the optic is there.
Was each member of the new leadership team elected on individual races, or was this a slate that you put together?
No, it was individual races. It's a slate, though. It's a unified slate. Everybody knew going in who was going to be put forward, and this is what is it as a caucus we believe is the right leadership team at this time.
And did Senator Smith run for a leadership position or not?
No.
No. And she voted. She was on the phone, and she voted
Right.
for this leadership team.
Right.
Senator Cafaro, it seems like you might have more. Some might think you'd have more legislative influence over issues like oil and gas as the leader, as opposed to
I knew
not
somebody
the leader.
was going to ask that question.
Well, can I just add something? I mean, Senator Cafaro is going to be very active. If anybody knows her, they know she is a, what's the term, policy wonk? Okay, she loves policy. She's going to serve on agriculture. She's going to serve on insurance. She's going to serve on health. So she's going to be very active. She has a tremendous amount of influence before she became leader. She'll continue to have the same influence.
And thank you, Leader-elect Kearney. I appreciate that, and I think that that is absolutely right. To me, at least, particularly at this stage of the game, being minority leader with the political responsibilities that I would have in a presidential election year, in my view and in my mind, would make me less effective for my district because because my attention is going to be pulled in a million different directions. My time commitments are going to be pulled in a million different directions. And so I'm not going to be able to spend the time that is necessary to be able to know what's going on with, all of the intricacies of oil and gas, or, healthcare reform implementation, or all of the issues surrounding, track and, the ODOT funding. I mean, all areas that I have worked on extensively during my tenure. I have built relationships over the last several years that are not going anywhere just because I am switching offices. I am proud to be serving on some of these committees that both reflect my areas of expertise as well as, I believe, the needs of my district. And because I am so focused on policy, I really do believe that in order to be the most effective for my district, I need to be on the front lines. And not being on committee and just simply being the meddler-in-chief has not been doing it for me or my district. So I'm really excited to get back to committee.